Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with USL Dunkerque. It is Judgment Day, 3 final matches of the season. We are currently sat in second place in the table, joint at the top of the table with Auxerre. Guillaume in third place, just 1 point behind us. Laval still lurking there in fourth place. They're a little bit off the pace now, 5 points behind the automatic promotion spots. We are now, in theory, in the driving seat in this competition. We've got 3 final games, as I mentioned. Valenciennes, Cholet and Paris FC. Valenciennes are 17th, Cholet already relegated in 20th, Paris FC in 13th place. As long as we do our job, we will get promoted. If we win all 3 games, we will get promoted. Unless we'll definitely get promoted regardless. We might even win the league if we win all 3. Basically, we have to win all 3 games, don't we? Since changing to our new formation, we are undefeated. Not only are we undefeated, we haven't even dropped a single point since changing to this new formation, so we are going to stick with it against Valenciennes. I've just seen Auxerre are playing Laval. That means either Laval will propel themselves back into this title race and we could be 3 points clear, at least, of second and third place, or Auxerre will basically get rid of Laval from this fight for the title. That is a huge match. Guillaume against Léon Duchère as well. Not an easy match. Guillaume, I suspect, will probably pick up the 3 points in that one. The starting lineup we're going to go for then, it's pretty normal when you think about it. In goal is going to be Daniel Gerritz. Back 4 of Birch, Boris Ella and Collignon. Asan Kamara will be the defence midfielder with Minty, Waha and Radovanovic as the 3 central midfielders. Alan Varel is going to partner Levan Gvimradze at the front. I always forget to do this on the bench. Zubac needs to be on the bench. Actually, we're going to drop Mushashvili because Mushashvili, he's not our player anymore. And he's not doing too well. So Zubac is going to be on the bench. We've also got Kojic on the bench as well. So we've got a couple of decent attacking options if we're struggling for a goal. I have not been this nervous about a Football Manager episode for a couple of years, I think. I think since probably some of the Blackburn days, getting promoted to the Premier League, something like that. I think this is genuinely one of the most nerve-wracking experiences you can get in Football Manager. If we don't go up this season, I don't think we're ever going to go up. We have to go up this year. Radovanovic with a free kick after just 4 minutes. Ella in and Minty has scored after just 3 minutes or 4 minutes. His 5th goal of the season. Minty's been pretty bad for the last few games, but so far, in the 4 minutes that he's played in this match, looking pretty good, and I'm happy that he's scored a goal. Not the best finish. A lot of players in there though. That goal has moved us to the top of the table, but it is no surprise because Auxerre are playing Laval. I believe Guillaume are losing their match, which means they are going to slowly be pushed away. Marcos comes forward. Yes, they are. Léon Duchère are winning. Lemonnier goes 1-on-1 with the keeper. What a spectacular tackle that is from Rodriguez and shuts down the highlight immediately. Auxerre have taken the lead against Laval. That is not ideal. We would like Laval to equalise. Ideally, I'd like Laval to win, because I think a Laval victory will chuck the cat amongst the pigeons. Guillaume have also equalised against Léon Duchère. Half-time then, we are just 1-0 up. It was only 4 minutes in, and that Minty goal gives us the lead. We are not playing particularly well. Levan Gvimradze has been offside a couple of times. He's on a 6.6, but that is kind of expected, because either our strikers play amazing, or just don't turn up. I want another goal in the Auxerre-Laval game, and I want it to go to the team in orange. I want Laval to win that match, if possible. It's a throw-on for Valenciennes on the halfway line. Kamara sticks a leg out, but wins the ball, but for some reason doesn't carry on the play. It's now on the right-hand side with Valenciennes, going to cross it into the front post, and Gerritz makes an easy save. And Léon Duchère are beating Guillaume. The ball's rolled out to Kamara, back to Waha, back to Kamara. Radovanovic. And Waha in the middle. Long ball upfield towards Alan Varel. He's running onto it. He's not going to get there first. The ball played back to the goalkeeper. This is a strange highlight. Birch heads forward. Sidibe intercepts. Minty tackles, but then gets tackled by Marcos. Now, the Valenciennes left back, and Soki Baranik gets tackled by Radovanovic, and that's why the highlight was going on for so long. Milan Radovanovic is going to pick up a second yellow card and a red card. Right, what we're going to have to do is we're going to do this. We're going to play a lone striker. It's not ideal. We're going to bring on Calzalai as that box-to-box midfielder. I'm hoping we just don't concede now. That's kind of all we need to do. Radovanovic getting booked and sent off is a big pain in the ass. We've got 30 minutes left to play. Marcos with a throw for Valenciennes. Sidibe with the ball. facing away from our goal. Diouf and Baranek passing it around. Across, finds the right back actually, crosses in, Ella can head clear. Now Asan Kamara, what are you going to do? Take your time, buddy, it's fine. Smashes it all the way across to the American Ryan Birch. He's only got 2 games left in a Dunkerque shirt. Finds Alan Varel, one-on-one with the keeper, and Alan Bloody Varel gets his 6th goal of the season. We're 2-0 up against Valencians with 10 men. We are doing the job. We are getting the points in the bag. We've still got 20 minutes to play, but I'm hoping we can hold on. In the other match, it looks like Laval have equalised against Auxerre. No, they haven't, sorry. Auxerre are definitely winning, because we're on the same amount of points. 82 minutes now on the clock. Causalai doesn't win the header, and now Valencians can possibly break. Diaby forward towards Oscar Ayaz. Into the area, hits it wide of the goal. Laval are 2-1 down, or maybe 3-1 down. Guillaume have equalised again against Leon Duchère as well. That's not ideal either. We're into injury time. I haven't done these subs. I'm just too busy talking about the other matches that are going on. Kamara to Big Gids. Where's Big Gids going to go? Back to Kamara. Finds Birch. Is he going to cross it in? No, he doesn't. He plays it to the Ivorian, who plays it all the way back to the German centre-back of Boris. Long ball upfield to find Brandon Collignon. Crosses in. Varel doesn't get it. Big Gids controls. And Big Gids, with his 8th goal of the season, makes it 3-0. Puts the match behind any doubt. But in the other matches, Auxerre did manage to beat Laval by the looks of it. It's 4-2 in that match, so it was definitely an interesting game. But Auxerre maintain their goal difference at the top of the table. Waha crosses in, it's cleared by Valencians. The full-time whistle goes. It is a 3-0 victory. That has certainly helped out with the goal difference. 1 down, 2 to go. Guillaume drawing with Leon Duchère is a huge result, because it now means that we are 3 points clear and 10 goals in the positive clear as well. 1 more victory should confirm automatic promotion, as long as there's not a huge swing in terms of goal difference. Oh wow, I've only just realised that, and we've got Chalette next. Chalette are already relegated. They've lost 23 games. If you asked us at the start of the season, the team that we'd want to play to possibly secure promotion, it will be the team currently sat in 20th place in the table. The team that we are going to play away from home, it is Chalette. They're in woeful form. As I mentioned just a minute ago, they've lost 23 games. They've won just 3. Metz, Brest and Troyes. Actually, they've beaten some half-decent teams. Metz and Brest in 5th and 6th place. Big match now. It's not really the Auxerre game. Lorient against Auxerre is a huge match, obviously. If Lorient win and we win, we will go top of the table. But the other big match, which could help us secure promotion, Stade Reims versus Guillaume. Reims all the way down in 16th place in the table, have not had a particularly good season. As long as they do us a favour, if they do us a favour and just don't lose, we will be getting promoted, assuming we have a victory. The starting lineup we're going to go for then, in goal is going to be Gerrits. Birch, Boris, Ella and Eduardo Luiz are going to be the back 4. Today, Asan Kamara, Minty, Waha and Simon Bogle comes in for the suspended Milan Radovanovic. Up front is going to be Alan Varel and Zvomir Zubak. Gvimradze has dropped to the bench because basically he's unhappy, and I want to try and give Zubak some games. And also, it is Chalette. Chalette is definitely a team that we should probably be beating quite comfortably. They are playing a very, very defensive lineup. Is he ours? I think he might be ours, isn't he? Yes, Yannick Valade is playing for them, who is one of our players. Kleber, who is one of their players, will be joining us at the end of the season as well. So, yeah, we've got 2 players in the team that have finished bottom of the table. I'm still not particularly confident that we're going to win this. We should win this. We've been on superb form with this new formation since we've basically started using it, 7-8 games ago, something like that. But this is the type of match that I can see us losing, or maybe we might scrape a 1-0. I'll take a 1-0. Auxerre have taken the lead against Lorient after 13 minutes, so it means they go 2 points clear at the top of the table so far. We are half an hour in and nothing has happened yet. The ball gets played back to Daniel Gerrits. The Belgian runs forward, plays it across to Birch, who now only has 2 games left in a Dunkerque shirt. Gets round his man, keeps going, crosses in early. Varel was there. Varel's hit the bar and he's not going to get the rebound. Eduardo Luiz is going to keep the ball alive. No, he isn't. The highlight's going to end. Half time then, it is 0-0. We haven't been doing very well at all. Guillaume against Stade Reims. Reims missed a penalty in the 45th minute. If it stays this way, we are almost guaranteed promotion anyway, but still, that would have definitely guaranteed it. I've done no changes at half-time. Auxerre are winning their match 2-0 at half-time, by the way, so it's looking highly unlikely that we're going to catch Auxerre. They're going to have to drop points in their last game of the season. And we obviously have to beat Cholet and Paris FC as well if we want to win the league. Velarde gets tackled by Bogle and he's going to get himself sent off. We're not going to win this, are we? We're going to draw this one 0-0. We're down to 10 men for the second match in a row. And for the second match in a row, we've done a very similar substitution. Zubak has dropped to be a central midfielder. Varal's moved over. Zubak has then been substituted for 16-year-old Pavel Jindrasek. He's making his debut. It's probably a bad idea, but he's going to do it. Gerrits with a goal kick on the hour mark. Rodrigue Ella. We've got 2 more players who are on yellow cards at the moment. That's a worry. Eduardo Luiz runs forward with the ball. Holds up play. Gets tackled by Yannick Velarde. You better not score a goal against us or do anything that's going to cost us a victory here. Firewoo across to Kleber. You also better not do anything because you're signing for us in the summer. Kleber across to Karamoko. Isaac Karamoko plays it through to Rincon. And oh my word, what's happened there? I don't know what happened there. They really should have scored. Kleber's crossed it in again. Ella's not going to get there. Rincon was offside. That was a golden opportunity for Cholet to take the lead. And fortunately for us, they didn't. I'm going to do a show some passion. Everyone's looking apprehensive. That's fired them up a little bit. We've got 15 minutes to play. We've got just over 10 minutes to play. Varal's coming off for Levan Gvimradze. Hopefully the Georgian can do a job for us in the final 10 minutes. It's going to be a 0-0 draw, isn't it? Lorient have pulled one back against Auxerre. Guillaume are winning their match, which means we're going to go... Lorient have pulled 2 back. Oh my word, Lorient have equalised. And we're going to draw with the team bottom of the table. This is... Oh, really, game? It's going to go to the final game of the season. How have we not... We had 1 shot on target. 1 shot on target in 93 minutes. Oh, they were bottom of the table. They've already been relegated. They got relegated about 3 weeks ago. How have we not managed to get anything from this? I'm going to give an angry team talk. That is unacceptable. Win here. Could have secured promotion. People listened. Well, we're going to go off to Paris FC then for the final match of the season, and it is all to play for. We could still finish 3rd. So Auxerre managed to draw with Lorient, which means they stay on 76. Guillaume won their game against Stade Reims, which means they move back up to 75. Oh my word. We need to win. Auxerre need to lose. Guillaume can do whatever they want as long as we win. Paris FC, you better not stand in our way. The final game of the season. 3 teams can pick up the trophy. Auxerre, Dunkerque and Guillaume. One of those 3 will become champions of League 2. One of those teams will finish 2nd place. And one will have to go into the playoffs. I'm not sure whether I'm happy that it's in our control. Whatever we do is in our control. If we win, it is regardless of what happens elsewhere, we will be getting promoted. If we draw, we have to hope for results elsewhere. If we lose, we have to hope for results elsewhere. Auxerre up against Stade Reims. You'd expect Auxerre to be winning that one. Guillaume away from home against Lorient, a team who just drew with Auxerre. We have the easier of the fixtures, but only just, I'd say. Actually, that's a lie. Auxerre have the easier of the fixtures because Stade Reims are almost relegated. So actually, Stade Reims are playing for something. Paris FC aren't playing for anything. Lorient aren't playing for anything. So Stade Reims, probably going to give Auxerre a good run for their money. Hopefully. I was extremely tempted to switch this up for the final game of the season, but we are going to stick with a 4-1-3-2. Gerrits is going to be the goalkeeper. Birch, Boris, Ella and Luiz as the back 4. Kamara as the defence midfielder. Minty is going to be the Carolero with Waha and Radovanovic returning to the starting 11 following his suspension. Simon Bogle obviously has dropped out of the squad because of his suspension. Levan Gvimradze and Konstantin Mushashvili will be the 2 strikers today. There is a lot of pressure on both of those 2, and I'm not sure it's a good idea, but we're going to go for it. Paris FC are definitely not going to be sitting back by the looks of it with their 4-man attack there. Alan Kardec, I believe, is a very good new gen. Probably should have done the team talk myself. I didn't bother. Okay. Do we bother watching the other results, or do we just hope for the best and hope that we just win our game? Because a win, regardless of what happens elsewhere, a win will mean we'll get promoted. 15 minutes in, we've had some shots, but there's been no highlights. Auxerre and Guillaume also still drawing. Birch to Kamara. Birch once again, deep in the Paris half. It is a great tackle, but Birch gets the ball back, crosses in. It's cleared only as far as Radovanovic, who's gone for goal. He's hit the bar, and Levan Grimradza has put us in front. We are top of the table at this very moment because of the Georgian Levan Grimradza. Oh my word, do we shut up shop? We've got the goal. This goal means we are probably promoted. Although, if things stay this way, we will also go up as champions. This is the most tense final match of the season I think I've ever been in. Corner for Paris FC with 8 minutes left to play, 7 minutes left to play of the first half. It has gone wide. We are still top of the table. Are we going to hold on until the half-time mark? Are Auxerre or Guillaume going to score a goal before half-time? Guillaume are losing. Guillaume are losing their match, which means we need to now lose and Guillaume to win in order for us to actually get knocked out by Guillaume. That is perfect. Auxerre are... what's going on, Auxerre? 0-0 still. Guillaume losing 1-0. We're in the driving seat. We are definitely in the driving seat in this one. I want more goals. Well, that halftime team talk was spectacular by my assistant manager. Big Gids is on a 6.5. It's a huge risk to do this, but we're doing it. And it's the youngster, Jindrosek, is going to be coming on at half-time in the final game of the season. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? It's probably the worst decision. He's going to give away a penalty. We're going to lose 2-1, and we're going to finish third, aren't we? Gerritz with the goal kick to Rodrigue Ella. It looks like Lorient are 2-0 up against Guillaume. We are basically promoted now thanks to that Lorient goal. Luis has gone down. They have the ball in their own half, deep in their own half. Kissy forward to their right winger, who is the second of his name, apparently. Francois back to Kissy. Passing it around, the Paris FC defence are, but not really going anywhere. Now they smash it upfield. Alan Kardec's going to go for the ball, controls it spectacularly well. Gerritz makes a save, Boris can clear it. That could have been a goal for Paris FC. It looks like it's still 0-0 at Auxerre and Stade Reims. And if it stays that way, we are going to be crowned champions. We have got 20 minutes left to play. Do we try and get another goal? 2 more goals, and we wipe out their goal difference as well. Maybe that's what we go for. Mushashvili off for Alan Varel. We'll just do that one change for now. We've still got 20 minutes. Maybe the final 10, we shut up shop and just try and get the victory. Guillaume have pulled one back against Lorient. We are now into the final 10 minutes. Auxerre are losing to Stade Reims. We're going to be champions. We are going to be champions of League 2. That is flippin' ridiculous. What do we do as the final substitution? I'm just going to shut up shop. That's all we're going to do. I don't have any centre-backs. We're not going to shut up shop at all. We're going to go Zubak for Gvimradze, the goal scorer. He's going to get a round of applause. And we are going to be champions of League 2 unless Auxerre can equalise and we lose. Lorient have 3-1 up against Guillaume. We have flippin' done it. We are champions of League 2. Oh my word, get that trophy on the helicopter, fly it to Paris, and get ready to present it to us in front of no Dunkerque fans because they couldn't be bothered to travel. We are 20 seconds away from being crowned champions. Kamara's with the ball at his feet. Terrible pass, I really don't care. As long as we don't concede, I really do not care. Come on referee, blow that whistle. Blow the full-time whistle, please. Kissy's going to cross it in. Is it going to be 1-1? It's cleared. The full-time whistle goes. Are we champions? We should be champions. We are flipping champions of League 2. The save is not over yet. How have we done that? On the last day. On the last day of the season. We made it hard for ourselves. Just the one goal. The Levan Gvimradze goal. But we've done it. It's taken 7 years. 2 promotions in 7 years. 5 years in League 2. 5. That is so many years. That is 3 too many years, I think, in League 2. But we are finally in Ligue 1 with the big boys. Next up, we have to worry about trying to not get relegated, don't we? Because that's going to be nice and easy. Stade Reims with a goal in the 66th minute meant that we are champions of League 2. 23 victories. 10 draws. That was our problem. 10 draws. If we converted some of those into wins, we would have won this league months ago. Instead, we had to wait until the final day of the season, but I really cannot believe it. We have been promoted to League 1. I'm going to look to see what this news is now, because there's going to be some happy people, I get. Dunkerque lift League 2 trophy on the final day, thanks to Levan Gvimradze. Boris gets man of the match. We've won League Two. Our name will now be carved in the bottom there forever. It will always be there. That is our first trophy as well. That is my first trophy, I think, in this Football Manager, in a YouTube save as well. There's a big bit of news coming up, actually. Board set initial budgets. What are we going to have to play with in Ligue 1? £2.9 million and £200,000 a week wage budget. We are about 50 grand under that at the moment, so we can buy some people in. We can get some players in next season. That £2.9 million probably going to get all thrown straight onto wages. Next season, it is going to be a job of just trying to stay in the league. Pearce brings glory to Dunkirk. Dunkirk fans are in a jubilant mood after Stuart Pearce led them to an incredible feat of winning Domino's League 2. A fan spokesperson announced that Pearce was undoubtedly one of the best managers around. You've clearly not looked very far. Club favourite Jeremy Hoisman heaped praise upon me. Thanks, Jeremy. Oh, we've done it. Board are delighted. Of course they're delighted. They should be delighted. Look at this trophy that we get. We get a fancy trophy. The board have issued a statement declaring that they are very happy with victory in League 2 and are grateful to manager Stuart Pearce for doing the club proud. No worries, new board members. Iconic Pearce builds Dunkirk legacy. What does that even mean? Am I now... Stuart Pearce has firmly cemented his status as an iconic figure at Dunkirk. I'm an icon. I'm an icon at Dunkirk. Wim Radzer's getting a lovely pay rise as well, although he probably doesn't want to be here. No, he's set to stay. He's set to stay. Kamara's withdrawn his transfer request as well. Look at all these selfish footballers. The moment we get promoted to the top division, they all want to stick around, don't they? What have we got to look forward to next season then? Obviously, the big guns, PSG, Monaco, Marseille, going to be very, very difficult matches. Nantes, our feeder club, won't be our feeder club for much more. Lille and Lyon also good. Nice, I think Nice were in our league not too long ago. Then, from 8th downwards, they're not particularly amazing. That's where we're going to need to try and get our points. We should expect to lose, let's say, 14 games next season, almost certainly. But the rest of them, that's where we should be picking up victories against your Cannes, your Toulouse, Montpellier, Dijon. Teams like that, they're beatable. Oh my word, after 4 years, we've got applicants for head physio. We haven't had a physio for 4 flipping years, and now 26 people want it. Amazing. End of season awards then. Overall best 11, Daniel Gerrits has made it into there. Mushashvili is onto the bench as well. I don't think there's too many other changes in there. Soon, we are going to end up seeing a whole load of new players in there. Roderick Eller's on the bench, which I think is a little bit harsh. I think the last 2 seasons he's been amazing. Gideon Waha's obviously in there. Gideon Waha is by far the player of this save so far. He has been here for about 5 years, and he has been spectacular every single season. Awards then, for some reason we don't get a signing of the season, because I'm pretty sure we did buy some players. Fans Player of the Year is Big Gids, 60%. Big Gids is a club legend, he has to be. Boris and Ella getting 18 and 13 each. Boris also winning Young Player of the Year. Simon Bogle getting Goal of the Season, we'll have a look at that in a second. The starting lineup, obviously, it is the more frequently used formation. So Kanunen is going to be the left back. Ella, Boris and Birch. Kamara, Minty and Waha. Viral, Kojic and Mushashvili. I mean, Mushashvili is a weird one. I would have still said Gvim Radza, because Gvim Radza did score a lot more goals. He was our top goal scorer on 13. Highest average rating, 7.32. Ryan Birch with 9 assists. Kamara getting his massively high pass completion, as he always does. Waha, 7 man of the matches. 8 yellow cards for Kamara, Bogle, Gviradze, Radovanovic and Mushashvili all picking up a red card each. Let's take a look at this Simon Bogle screamer, because it definitely was a screamer. This was around the time where we scored about 4 or 5 amazing goals, and this one from Bogle was the best one by the looks of it. That was a very long way out against Angers, and it basically meant that we won that game, which essentially that goal won us the league, along with all the other goals that helped us win matches as well. Few would have tipped Dunkirk to achieve more than a top half finish heading into the season, but Dunkirk confounded every expectation by finishing top of the pile as unlikely champions. Well, screw all of you, we are not unlikely champions, we are worthy champions. This is probably going to be the easiest team talk we're ever going to have to do. Right, next season, we are going to try and not get relegated. That's basically what we're going to do. I'm absolutely delighted with promotion this season. You've all earned the right to test yourselves at the next level, and I have faith that we'll be able to avoid getting into a relegation battle. No, okay, it's not the easiest team talk that I've had to do. Is that really what you're targeting? We'll do well to stay up. Well, that's kind of what I was hoping you'd take from that, but apparently, okay, I might have over-egged a little bit, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that one. We might be able to finish just above the automatic relegation. There you go. That worked in the end. Right, what else has happened? Everyone's very happy with us. Pre-season date is going to be in 6 weeks. We're going to have a long pre-season because it's going to be a long old season. Dunkerque to delay recommended stadium expansion. Yep, we are still going to be playing in our 3,000 or 4,000 capacity stadium. It's definitely going to sell out every match now, isn't it? Which is good. Garrett's set 23 clean sheets this season. 23! That is insane. We've only gone and done it. We've gone and hired a head physio, and he's got 18 physiotherapy, formerly of PSG. We've done it. We've finally got somebody who can look after our injuries. We are going to end this episode here and this season here, but before we go, we're going to have a quick look at the rules for Ligue 1. And interestingly, squad registration, maximum number of 4 non-EU players. If we drop down, that's doubled. So, we are able to have 4 non-EU players, which means we can start looking at maybe bringing in some of the Brazilians that we've bought over the years. Maybe we can look at getting in some other Brazilians, maybe other South Americans, things like that, because I think we are going to need to take advantage of that. We're also going to need to take advantage of the loan deals because we really don't have a lot of wiggle room when it comes to buying and selling players. We've got quite a few big name players who are worth a bit of money, but I don't want to get rid of them because they're our biggest and best players. Asan Kamara has been offered a new contract because he wants to stay. I want to keep Levan Gvimradze, and hopefully now that he's happy, I'm hoping he's going to want to stay as well. One problem we do have, though, is now the minimum wage is £2,500 as opposed to 1,800 or 900. We've still got the same treated as EU, which means all of the African, Caribbean and Pacific groups are treated as European, which is good because we've got lots of African players. That is going to do it then for this episode of Football Manager and this season. Next time, we're going to be in Ligue 1. And I cannot believe we've finally done it. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be back next time with possibly a match against PSG where we get beaten 8-0. That'll be fun.